This is JD, and we are back once again with Andrew Bryant, correct?
Correct.
Awesome. 5 laps in the Lamborghini Huracan Performante. Does that sound right?
Yep.
Very good. Now, as I mentioned, you've already been on track a couple times. A lot of the same procedures, simply meaning mirrors still set for me. Passing remains the same. I am assuming you've been using those paddle shifters.
Yep.
Very good. Same concept, just like the Ferrari Italia. The right is upshift, left is downshift. They're in the same exact spot. The paddles are about the same length, so very easy to get a hold of. The main difference is we're using more of 4th and 5th gear in this car. The reason being is you get a little bit more torque on bottom end because of the V10 engine. It's just the tendency with the V10, you get more torque on bottom end, so we're probably going to gain and lose RPMs a little bit sooner on the bottom end as you're rolling on throttle. So slightly higher gearing, I'll still let you know when to upshift, when to downshift. The car is still very responsive, turns in very quickly. The steering isn't quite as sensitive as the Ferrari, but you still get a little bit more aerodynamic downforce with this car. Of course, it's all-wheel drive in comparison to just the rear-wheel drive of the last couple cars that you've been driving. So that's slightly different. It's going to allow the car to rotate in a little bit quicker, come out of the corners a little bit quicker as well. So still just be nice and progressive, nice and smooth on your steering and your throttle applications. The brake, as I mentioned, it's not quite as stiff as the brake in the Italia, but it's still pretty firm. Going to be carrying quite a bit of speed into the braking zones, so remember, just like the last couple cars, pretty firm, pretty assertive on that initial brake pressure in order to get the car slowed down efficiently. However, as you start turning in, just like prior, a gentle release off of that brake, and that's going to rebalance the weight throughout the car. It's going to make for a nice smooth turn in. Visibility out of this car isn't quite as good, so just remember, keep your eyes up, try and look as far ahead as possible. But that just about covers it. Questions, concerns, anything of that nature before we get you rolling?
No, I don't think so.
Ready to go?
Yep.
Awesome. If I could have you just turn the wheel left one full turn, straighten out our front tires, we're good there. Down on the brake, and then right paddle upshift. Very good. Ready when you are, we're going to go ahead and actually I'm going to disengage the parking brake, and then we can go ahead and pull forward and then out and around to the left. Very good. Pulling up next to the blue cones, the drift car's on track, so we don't need to stop at the stop sign. We'll stop next to the blue.
Yeah, I was just looking at the brakes.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. Yeah, definitely feel them out, get a good feel for it. We have one more Porsche coming around, and they are actually pulling off track. So you are all clear, my man. We'll go and roll out just to the right of the black line. We'll grab an upshift, and we'll follow this out and around to the left. Going upshift once more, straight run through the chicane, and then nice and easy around to the right onto our main straightaway, just keeping those eyes up, and then you can start to squeeze on throttle, nice and progressive. Up. Again. Very good. Down at the orange cones, feel out the brakes, nice and firm, and downshift. Start to release off your brakes down to apex. Then a smooth application back on throttle, down the short chute, just keeping those eyes up, hold left, good. We're gonna brake firm, spot your apex, and then ease off your brakes over to it, about mid-track, then back over to the right-hand side. Good, small brush, hitting your apex here, and then squeezing on throttle down the racetrack. A bit of brake on entry, and then you can start to release off, good entry speed, just patient for your apex, and then squeeze back into it, nice and smooth. Back over to the right, just let off over the inside stripes, there you go. Bit of brake straight, and then rotate towards your apex. Eyes up to the end of the straightaway, then squeeze back on it, there you go. And stay on it down to the orange. Good. This lap nice and hard. Downshift, a little more brake, and now ease off. Full release here, good. Hit your apex, and then roll back in it. Stay on it to the orange. Nice and firm. As you rotate in, ease off brakes here. Bit of throttle, there you go. Very small brush. Hit your apex, little throttle here, and then roll into it. There you go. Just remember, get the car straight there under braking. Hit your apex, and then roll back on throttle. You don't need to set yourself white stripes. So just turning it a little bit earlier there next lap. Back up to full, you're good. Firm, down a gear, spot your apex, ease off. Eyes up to the end of the short chute. Just keep looking up, nice and wide. Brake firm, a little more brake pressure and then release off. There you go. Remember, just keeping those eyes up and across. Very small brush. Hit your apex, get all the way to it. There you go. Keep squeezing throttle, straighten out the car, and then brake straight. There you go. Eyes up and across. Tidy to your apex, little maintenance throttle, then squeeze back into it. Less steering angle, let off, rotate in, roll on throttle. Now brake firm, spot your apex, turn in now. There you go. Hit your apex, roll back on throttle, use the track out to the paint full. Very good lap. I like that line through there, much better. Keep it up. Remember to breathe. Brake hard. Downshift. Remember looking to apex. Get the car to it. Eyes up to the end of the short chute. Roll back up to full. Stay on it. And then hard brake. Rotate in. Ease off brakes. Good. Mid-track, a little more throttle here. Brush your brake. Tidy to apex. Eyes up and across. Roll on throttle. A little more. Stay on it. Now brake straight. Good. Ease off brake pressure. Keep rotating in towards your apex and then roll back on throttle out of the corner. Very good. Slight lift. Then squeeze on throttle through. Brake firm straight. Then ease off. Full release. Keep turning in. Hit your apex here. There you go. Back on it. Go. Up. Hard brake. Down a gear. Spot your apex. Ease off. Good. Nice smooth turn in. Then roll back on throttle. Build it up. Keep squeezing. Go for it. Just hit your marks. Careful in the braking zone here. We'll go ahead and brake a bit. Hit your apex. Then ease off. We'll start to close in on the back of the Audi here a little bit more to kind of provoke those flashers. Brush your brake. Tidy. Nice and progressive. Keep squeezing. Bit of brake here and then release off. I'm going to give you one extra lap here so we can get around these guys. Go ahead and pass left. Pick up throttle. Go. There you go. All clear. Lift. Turn in. Back on throttle through. Brake straight. Remember, focus on apex. Turn in. Look past it. Straighten up your wheel. Less steering angle. Full. Good. Deep breath. Keep it smooth. Nice and relaxed. Hard. Little more brake pressure. And now ease off. Keep turning in though. Then roll on throttle here. Good. Staying on full to orange. And then hard. Grab a downshift. Rotate in. Release your brake. Go ahead and start to roll back on throttle. A little more. Quick brush. Patience for apex. A little throttle here. Now squeeze. Straighten your wheel. More throttle. And slower up. We're going to go ahead and duck back into the pits through the blue cones. Nice and wide. We'll follow this in. What do you think?
Man.
You like the car?
I only got tire squeal on this.
Tight left here. And then straight in. We'll take this all the way up to the second row where we pulled out of. Quite a big difference in comparison to the Ferrari, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. We had a good time?
For sure.
Perfect. And then we'll go down this row here to the right, so down this lane. And then we're going to take this all the way down. Just to the right of that baby blue Aventador, in between these two here, we'll hang a right and we'll fall into this spot. We'll stop there. Very good. Go ahead and let off the brake. We're all set. Perfect.
Cool,
what do we
man.
think, man? Pretty cool?
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, very nice driving as well. I mean, really no complaints. You're driving very good. I mean, the last couple laps, I think you were getting a better feel of how much grip the car really has,
Yeah.
and how much speed you can kind of carry through the corner. And like I said, with the Audi, we just got held up a little bit there, so extra lap kind of make up for it. So
Yeah,
you kind of
appreciate
ended up
that.
on a little bit of a hot lap, but
Cool.
solid, man, solid. We had a good time? Are you doing the drift or anything like that?
I think I'm gonna have to.
There you go. There you go. That's what I like to hear. Definitely check that out. If you're here with anybody else, the back seats are half off if you kind of want to rope them into it. It is on sale, so no questions, no concerns, anything like that?
No.
Alrighty, just to let you know,
time.
no worries. Your speed, your time, all of your cars is on the USB here, so you can check that out at the video desk inside. Alrighty?
Yep.
Perfect. Thank you for coming out, my man.
Oh,